Hi, I'm Mike Springer, photographer for the Gloucester Daily Times. Here are a few of my pictures that were published in 2014. The year began with a 2-day nor'easter. This is how it looked on January 2nd as the snowstorm arrived on Gloucester's back shore. By the following afternoon, icicles had formed on a railing at Front Beach in Rockport. The high temperature that day was 12 degrees. I learned that a small fishing boat had sunk at Rockport Harbor and that it would be visible at low tides. The next low tide during daylight hours was at 7 o'clock the following morning. I went up there to see what would happen, and sure enough, the owner of the boat came along to appraise the situation. He was not very happy. On a lighter note, this woman was trying out an unusual snow shovel to clear her driveway. She said she'd received it as a Christmas gift and that it worked pretty well. During an Irish dancing demonstration in Magnolia, the little sister of one of the dancers went out onto the floor and did an impromptu dance of her own. This was taken during a workshop for mothers learning how to massage their babies. On Patriots' Day, a group of colonial reenactors paid their respects at various memorial sites for revolutionary soldiers in Peabody and Danvers. This man was from Essex. Here, a young couple enjoy a meal together at the Grace Center, a day shelter for the homeless in Gloucester. The last I heard, these two were no longer together, but they were no longer homeless either. The mayor of Gloucester meets with Great Britain's Consul General for Boston. Children take part in an after-school acting class in Manchester. A basketball game in Gloucester. A bartender pours a glass of wine at the Emerson Inn, the first establishment in Rockport to serve alcohol in more than a century. A poodle admires herself in the mirror at a grooming salon in Magnolia. A man takes us on a flashlit tour of the old Bird's Eye factory in Gloucester, not long before it was torn down. A mother helps her young son use a potter's wheel. A hockey game in Gloucester. A music lesson for preschoolers in Magnolia. A man repairs the bow of a 100-foot schooner, the Adventure. This is the scene before a rehearsal at an Irish dancing studio in Salem. Some of the dancers were from Cape Ann. During Gloucester's summer fiesta celebration, a woman from the winning team of the women's seinboat races celebrates with her son. The seinboat race is at dusk. As journalists, we sometimes have to photograph unpleasant things. This woman is understandably upset by the damage to her home as the Gloucester Fire Department arrives to put out a fire. One day, a work crew was processing a fresh batch of herring on the State Fish Pier. A huge flock of seagulls began swarming around, and this harbor seal swam up to see what the commotion was all about. A basketball game in Rockport. This was taken at about the moment when it began to sink in that there wasn't enough time left on the clock to win the game. A new calf at Seaview Farm in Rockport. A fun physics experiment at Manchester Memorial School. A boy is surprised when a ferret gets close to him at a pet store in Gloucester. Old friends greet each other at the start of the Fiesta Novena. A woman prays with a rosary during the novena. A basketball game in Manchester. A young boy looks at the mast of a sailboat he made with a pipe cleaner. The week before Christmas 2014 was a rainy one. This photo was taken on Shore Road in Magnolia several days before the holiday. This little boy from Rockport was being treated for leukemia. An organization called Cops for Kids with Cancer gave the family some money to help with expenses. When the ceremony at the police station was over, the boy was relieved to be alone again with his mother. In Essex, a research scientist releases a young osprey he had just trapped and fitted with a satellite tracking device. A young girl closes the curtain during a rehearsal for a talent show in Essex. And that closes the curtain on the slideshow, too. Thank you for watching, and have a Happy New Year.